Welcome everyone to a special episode of Willie's Ramblins and Pickup Video. Not a whole lot of pickups to talk about this week. Mainly just want to talk about a few other things. First off, I want to thank all you guys out there for making my channel surpass the 1 million views mark. Awesome. Really excited about that. Need to work on getting some more subscribers though. I seem to be hovering around about 1,500 or so, 1,550 or so like that. Oh well. Anyway, on this special episode here, I want to talk about the Extra Life charity event. Last year I participated in this. I'm not going to be able to this year, but a good friend of mine is actually doing it today, November 7th, 2015. Rick Reynolds from the Intellivisionaries podcast is doing the 24-hour gaming marathon for the Extra Life organization. I'll put a link to his webpage in the show notes below so you can go watch him play some classic pre-crash, pre-1983 video game systems. It's a really great charity to donate to. Can't say enough about them. They help a lot of kids out there. But yeah, if you want to go support Rick, please do. He's a really nice guy, and he's got a big heart. Anyway, moving on from that, there is a really awesome Kickstarter project right now about Coleco, a book about the complete history of Coleco. It's already been backed. It's been funded. It was actually funded the first day. There's a lot of love out there for Coleco. I'm one of them. I love the Coleco brand. So I'll put a link to the Kickstarter down below. It's got about 22 days left, so there's still plenty of time to jump in. There's a lot of neat reward tiers in there. It's going to be an awesome book from what I'm reading on the Kickstarter page. So I'm looking forward to getting one myself. So go get one. Go check it out. Next up, the premiere episode of Vectrex Radio has been released. This is a podcast I'm doing with my buddy Indie Soul from Korea. We're really into the Vectrex system. He wanted to do a Vectrex podcast, so he asked me to come along for the ride. So yeah, I love the Vectrex too. I said, why not? Let's go ahead and do it. So I'll put a link to the page where you can download that episode and take a listen to it if you like the Vectrex game system. Also, there's an homebrew arcade game out there called Gravitrex. I got to play this game at Game On Expo. It's basically like Gravitar a little bit and Lunar Lander. You basically got two players that have to land their little shuttle things on landing pads. You have other things you got to get around, obstacles and things like that. Really fun game. If you're out in the Phoenix, Arizona area, you can play this game at Starfighter's Arcade. They've also just released a portable version of it for an Android device. So you go on to Google Play, you can actually download this arcade game to play on your Android device. Really awesome game. It's I can't describe how fun it is. I really enjoyed playing it. But that's pretty much it for just the news items. Now let's do just a couple pickups here. First thing I got a hold of was a boxed Atari Lynx. Awesome. This was sent to me by my buddy SoCal Mike, who's the president of Retro Magazine and GameGavel.com. He was nice enough to pick this up for me out at the Swaps. He called me up and said, hey, they've got a boxed Lynx out here, man. It looks brand new. I can't let this go. Do you want this? I was like, oh, yeah. Pick it up and send it to me. So I'm very happy he did that for me. And the next thing I got a hold of, this was sent to me by my buddy Joshua from the Turtle Flakes podcast. He sent me a boxed Coleco Gemini. Coleco-tastic. Yeah. Awesome. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. So now I've got 2 extra controllers. So I do 4-player games on this bad boy. The only problem this thing had was the controller ports were loose. And unfortunately, the controller ports on the Coleco Gemini weren't really well supported on the circuit board. So constant plugging in and unplugging the controllers, you would actually break the little solder connections. So I took it apart, resoldered it, And then, use my old handy dandy friend hot glue, glued the little parts down so they couldn't move around as much, and stuck it back together. Now it's nice and solid. It's not going to come apart again. Alright. So, like I said, short. Not a whole lot of pickups this week. Going to be doing some traveling over the next couple weeks, so hopefully I'll pick up some more games. I'm going to be going back up to Detroit soon, so I plan on hitting Retro Taku. I love that store. See what kind of cool stuff I find there. So until next time, keep on gaming.